So I drank Legit Pre, and it is hard hitting, let me tell you that. It's hardcore, it's not for beginners. Okay, so I'm not in the best studio situation here. I'm renting an Airbnb, and I do have a tripod, but for some reason I'm in the mood to hold the camera in my hand because I gotta practice holding it properly. Sometimes I'm taking videos and it's just too low, and all you see is me and you don't see my surroundings. So I need to improve on that. So this is Legit Pre. This is a pre-workout that looks like it's from Dark Labs, but it's not. It's actually a friend of theirs, Legit Pharm. This is a new company, and it looks like a company that wants to do DMAA, hardcore stim junkies type of pre-workouts. So do they live up to the hype? Let's get into the formula. And then, of course, my experience. So the first things first, 12.5 grams, 12.3 grams per serving and 25 servings. So it's kind of on the low end, but this is a concentrated type of pre-workout with energy and stimulants. So let's get over the first ingredient, citrulline at 5 grams. This is not minimal. It's above minimal, above average. It's going to give you pumps, but it's not the 10-gram dose that we see in those mega dose pre-workouts. But of course, when we get to that level of dosing, we can have problems with our stomachs, like nausea. And so having the lower dose could be something that you would favor. Like at 5 grams, you'll see some nice pumps. Citrulline increases nitric oxide production, leading to better pumps, better blood flow, better recovery, better nutrient delivery to the muscles. So it's just an overall well-balanced ingredient to have in a pre-workout, which is why we see it so often. Beta-alanine, 3.2 grams. This is a full clinical dose, so this will give you some tingles, but it's good for endurance, good for that muscular endurance, allowing you to push and grind out more reps and sets into your workout. At 3.2 grams, you will feel some tingles unless you've been taking it, and that way you'll get used to it. But then we have agmatine, 1 gram. This will help with pumps. Already my hand's getting tired, my arm. But 1 gram combined with citrulline, it's like a 2-in-1 punch for nitric oxide levels, because agmatine will help defend those levels from decreasing the increased nitric oxide levels. So you will feel pumps for a longer period of time. Then we have norvaline. This is like an amino acid that will help with pumps as well. It's highly underrated. We don't see it as much these days, but it's another ingredient that will help with the pumps. Then we have caffeine. So caffeine comes in 3 different sources here. Caffeine hydrous. This is a normal digesting form of caffeine. Caffeine citrate, super fast digesting form of caffeine. Caffeine malate, slower digesting. So you should have energy for a longer period of time, as it comes from 3 different caffeine sources that vary in levels in their digesting rates. So then we have the interesting stuff, erigenesis. This is a mood-enhancing type of stimulant, and it has a long half-life, so we should feel some mood elevation for a longer period of time. And DMAA. Okay, so DMAA is in here in the geranium extract. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but 75 milligrams. This is on the upper end of dosing. We've seen higher, but when we go higher, we want more nitric oxide boosters, as that will alleviate the side effects of DMAA, because it can increase blood pressure, it can elevate heart rate. So having nitric oxide boosters will help reduce those side effects. That's why we saw nitrates in crack purple. And then we have New Pep. New Pep is a nootropic. It's an interesting one. I've had some interesting effects with this using it on its own, but it should help with focus and concentration. But in my experience, it just unlocks long-term memories, brings back memories that you don't really think about. It's kind of a strange one. I would have preferred to see huperzine instead of that. But then we have alpha-yohimbine, 1 milligram. That's a little dose that should provide a little bit of dirty energy. It will help with fat burning. It's like a thermogenic type of stimulant. But there we go. A very highly concentrated type of pre-workout with DMAA and erigenesis. No DMHA, right? Oh, there is DMHA. 150 milligram of DMHA. So there should be some intense, high energy with some dirtiness to it, thanks to the alpha-yohimbine and 2 powerful stimulants that's combined with the 500 milligram dose of caffeine. So how's the experience? Let's get into it. So the formula itself, like, what do I think of it? It's hardcore. It's not for beginners, and my first impressions are it's very high energy and quite an experience, quite reminiscent of crack gold, but not as dirty. This is a very straightforward pre-workout with high energy. I almost stepped into a little hole there, but it's not as dirty. It's still high energy. It has DMHA, and it does feel like there is DMA in it, and it does have alpha yohimbine. It's not too dirty, so it's just right, and the energy off it is really good. I've used it twice now, and I will use it a third time just to confirm the effects. But if I notice anything negative, I'll note of it in the review or in the description below. But there really isn't. So I haven't felt any lightheadedness. Usually with high stim pre-workouts, there's some sort of decrease in vasodilation, I want to say. It's much more dirty, and it's the fact that stimulants can decrease vasodilation, so even caffeine can do it, but it does it to a certain point, and it gets worse when you are combining it with other stimulants. So the more stimulants you use, the more hardcore it'll feel, and the more likely you're going to experience some effects with the decrease in vasodilation. That's normal. It becomes vasoconstrictive. That's the word I'm looking for. But this pre-workout in the first few minutes puts me in a good mood. It puts me in a really good mood, and absolutely not happy or dancey or anything like that. It's just good mood, plain, period. Nothing more, nothing less, nothing crazy. But that mood elevation is obvious, and it's there. It puts me in a good mood. And that's what I like, because the more elevated it increases mood, a pre-workout, like let's say the more a pre-workout enhances your mood, the more of a crash, or more likely of a crash you'll feel. So it's not ideal to have the most euphoric pre-workout unless you can sustain the crash, but it's very hard, and it's just quite good. The focus there is quite weak. That's one of the weak points of Legit Pre, is the focus is not really there. It's not tunnel vision. It's not tunnel vision or anything special or to write home about. It's just the energy. It just puts me in a rhythm. When I'm working out, I'm in a rhythm, and I'm going and going and going, but nothing is stopping me. And it's not like I have to put myself in focus, because I'm already focused from all the energy. It just comes naturally with the high energy. So it's really good for that, and I really liked it. There isn't any crash that I noticed, especially after like 4 hours, and it's quite good for that, actually. The energy stays high for 4 hours. I don't know if you're looking for something like that, but if you're looking for something like that, then this is a pre-workout to go with. And there is a touch, like let's talk about the side effects real quick. There is a touch of anxiety, like a little anxious, dirty feeling, but not really. Like, it's very, very easy to overcome, no problem. It's I really like it though. It's a really nice pre-workout. One of the most hardcore pre-workouts I've taken in a while. That's not Dark Labs. So I do recommend this pre-workout. If you want to get it, you can check out the links in the description, and you can also use discount code FITFRIC if it's available at the stores that I do usually recommend it at. But really good pre-workout. I really liked it, and I would recommend it if you're not a beginner and you're looking for like a stim junkie pre-workout with DMAA and DMHA. The mood elevation is really nice. I really liked it. So let me know if you tried it in the comments, and you can check out my other videos as well, where I rank the strongest pre-workouts. I also have an article version of it if you want to see the article, prefer that over the video. And yeah, don't forget, have a good workout, have a good day. It's a really good pre-workout. I really enjoyed it. It's really long lasting as well. So let me know in the comments if you have any questions, or how's your experience been if you've been using this pre-workout. And the flavor is alright. It's nothing to write home about either if you want to know about the flavor. It's like 7 out of 10. It's not bad. There's no chemical aftertaste either, even though it has artificial sweeteners. But yeah, see ya.